Good morning. I'm so excited about our science lesson today. We've been studying living organisms and their life cycles. Today, we will discuss the life cycle of the butterfly. Now, insects are different from other organisms, such as mammals, in the way that they grow. Insects go through a process that we call metamorphosis. Now, metamorphosis is a big word, so let's break it down into smaller parts. Meta means change, morph means form, and osis means process. If we put that all together, we have the process of changing form. Insects not only change in size when they grow, but they change in shape. There are 4 stages of the life cycle. Each stage is very distinct with drastic changes happening to the butterfly along the way. The first stage is the egg, next is the caterpillar, followed by the chrysalis or the pupa, and then the adult butterfly. The butterfly's life begins as a tiny egg. The eggs are protected by a very hard outer shell called the chorion. This outer shell protects the egg from the elements and potential predators. The eggs are laid on a leaf by the female butterfly, and in just 5 days, a small worm will hatch. Eggs can be laid in the spring, summer, and fall. It all depends on the species of the butterfly. Females lay as many eggs as they can at once so that there's a better chance of survival. Out of 100 eggs, on average, only 2% will survive. The second stage of life is the caterpillar. This stage is also known as the feeding stage. The caterpillar will start to eat almost immediately after hatching. In fact, it will begin to eat the very leaf that it hatched on. Now, this stage is mainly for eating and growing. Most caterpillars eat foliage. However, there are some species that eat stems, roots, flowers, and even fruit. The caterpillar begins to grow at a very rapid pace during this stage. Because caterpillars feed mostly on foliage, they are found in forests and areas where leaves are abundant. Now, here is a fun fact. A caterpillar can grow up to 100 times its original size during this stage. Similar to a snake, the caterpillar outgrows the skin that it was born in. The process of growing or shedding outgrown skin is called molting. The caterpillar will molt 4 to 5 times in this stage. Now, the caterpillar phase can last from 2 weeks to 1 month. At the end of the stage, the caterpillar will empty their digestive system. It is not uncommon for the caterpillar to walk 30 to 40 feet to find a place to rest after eating. The third stage is the chrysalis or pupa. The caterpillar is done growing and begins to make a chrysalis. The chrysalis can be brown or green, but is usually the same color as its surroundings, as shown in the image above. While in the chrysalis, the caterpillar starts to form into a butterfly. The chrysalis is an encasement made of silk and abdomen hooks. The sticky silk keeps the caterpillar fastened to the twig or the leaf. In the chrysalis, the antenna is forming. The chewing mouth part of the caterpillar is now turning into the sucking mouth part of the butterfly. This stage usually lasts between 10 to 14 days, depending on the species of butterfly. For some species of butterflies, the chrysalis becomes transparent a day before the butterfly emerges. This is common with the monarch butterfly shown here. If you look at the top half of the chrysalis, you can see the wing of the butterfly starting to peek through. When the butterfly first comes out of the chrysalis, the wings are very damp and soft. This makes the butterfly extremely vulnerable to predators because it's not able to fly yet. It will take an hour or so before the butterfly is able to take flight. So the butterfly has an interesting way of eating their food. It has to pump fluids through its abdomen muscles, which run through the veins in the wings. This causes their wings to expand to their full size. Their primary source of food is nectar from the center of flowers. The adult butterfly has long legs, long antennae, and 2 compound eyes. The butterfly has 3 major body parts: the head, the thorax or chest, and the abdomen. Like all insects, butterflies have 6 legs. Now, the sugar found in nectar gives the butterfly energy and other minerals for reproduction. Now, if you remember, the caterpillar's job was just to eat and to grow, but the adult butterfly's job is to mate and lay eggs. Most females will only mate once in a lifetime. Now that we've discussed the life cycle of the butterfly, let's look at some insects that go through a similar process. Here, this image shows a moth. Moths are in the same family order as butterflies and undergo the same exact 4 stages during their life cycle. Other insects that undergo a similar metamorphosis include the frog, the ladybug, cockroach, silkworm, and the praying mantis. This concludes the presentation on the life cycle of the butterfly. Thank you so much for your time, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.